All right, Ottawa has found their new head coach in DJ Smith, who they just signed to a 3-year deal. So that's pretty exciting for Ottawa fans. Let me give you a bit of history on him here. Now, the last 4 years he spent as the assistant coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was in charge of the penalty kill and on defense. Now, the penalty kill of the Toronto Maple Leafs during the regular season was 12th in the league, with 79.9%. During the playoffs, it was second last. It was 15th with 56.2%. Now, keep in mind, that was against Boston, whose power play during the regular season was third overall in the league with 25.9%. And during the playoffs, wait for it, it's ranked first with 34%. I said in some of my older videos that the next assistant coach who can figure out how to battle that Boston Bruin, nullify that Boston Bruin power play, is going to make a lot of money. And he wasn't able to do that. But he's one of many. Because Carolina, for instance, they during the regular season, their penalty kill was ranked 6th at 81.6%. During the playoffs, because they faced Boston in the third round, it was ranked 14th. And with a 68.6%. Now, mind you, before then they had faced the Islanders, of course, and in the first round it was the Washington Capitals. But Boston basically tore up everyone on their power play, no matter who they faced, including the Columbus Blue Jackets, who during the regular season were first in the penalty kill, tied for first with 85%, and in the playoffs fell to 6th overall with 84%. And of course, the only team Columbus faced in the first round before Boston was the Tampa Bay Lightning, who also ranked first on the power play going into the season. So you got to take that for what it's worth. And a lot of people happen to think that DJ Smith would probably make a lot better of a head coach than he would an assistant coach per se. And yeah, we'll get into more of that. Now, the goals against for the Toronto Maple Leafs during the regular season were 12th in the league. Not great, not bad, and they let in 249 goals. Now, prior to the Leafs, Smith was coach of the Ottawa Generals for 3 seasons. He won the Memorial Cup in his last season in 2015, which is when the Leafs scooped him up. And he also won Coach of the Year in the 2013-14 season. Prior to the Generals, he won 2 Memorial Cups as assistant coach of the Windsor Spitfires over 6 seasons. And the 42-year-old had appeared in 45 NHL games, split between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Colorado Avalanche as, surprise, surprise, a defenseman. So, of course, Ottawa fired Guy Boucher earlier on in the season. Mark Crawford took over as intern, and besides Crawford, some of the other candidates were Patrick Roy, Rick Bowness, Jacques Martin, a bunch of the old boys club, and I think this is a good hiring for Ottawa. I really do. Now, besides those stats, which weren't too flattering of him, obviously, he's known as a communicator and a strategist. He's obviously coached in the minors, in the OHL, for quite some time. He's viewed as a coach of the future, and much less as sort of an intimidating disciplinarian, which some of those old boys clubs would have been, especially someone like Roy, or Jacques Martin, who would be on his second tour de duty with Ottawa, or Rick Bowness, who's been around the NHL forever. So I think this will be great. I mean, Ottawa finished last during the regular season. The only way DJ Smith can go is up, which is good for him, So this is probably a perfect landing for him as a first NHL coaching job, especially when he gets to, take over, coach kids like, Branson and Shabbat, 2 probably pillars of the NHL for years to come. And him just coming from a more defensive-minded attitude could be a great thing for an Ottawa team who let in a lot of goals. I want to say they were bottom 3 in the league. Yeah, definitely bottom 3 in the league during the regular season for that. So there you have it. Good luck to you Ottawa fans. I think that was a smart hire. by your general manager, and we'll see what happens. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Hit like if you like this video. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, if you happen to have any Hockey Geek friends, please don't feel shy about sharing. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.